FDIC.
KBLA Talk 1580 and the Empowerment Congress, pursuing justice through participatory democracy. Listen to KBLA Talk 1580, Saturday morning, January 13th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for an exclusive forum featuring the candidates for LA County District Attorney. Join KBLA's Tavis Smiley as he helps navigate what promises to be a forum full of fire when the candidates trying to unseat current LADA George Gascon come together on stage on the campus of the Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. Again, it's the LA County District Attorney Forum, live, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580, Saturday morning, January 13th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Helping to raise your civic IQ. We're KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane. Stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Teacher?
I see your talents have gone beyond the mere physical level. Your skills are now at the point of spiritual insight. I have several questions. What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
Very good. What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
So, continue.
A good fight should be like a small play, but played seriously. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking, yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. When the opponent expands, I contract. When it contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
Now, you must remember, the enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and he will break the enemy. The it that you refer to is a powerful weapon, easily misused by the martial artist who deserts his vows. For centuries now, The code of the Shaolin Temple has been preserved.
Destroy the image, and you will destroy the man. Destroy the image, and you will destroy the enemy. What is the image within ourselves? Usually, it is an ego-based image. From ego comes pride. And at a lower level of consciousness, pride is good for you. Meaning, it is good to be proud of your children. It is good to be proud of yourself. It is good to be proud of your accomplishments. But pride connected to ego will also be connected to the fear of loss. And where there is fear and the fear of loss, pain will follow shortly. Tonight's topic, destroy the image, destroy the relationship. There will be people, this is our topic, there will be people who love the idea of you, but lack the spiritual maturity to handle the reality of you. You've heard us talk about it all year last year. Dealing and living with a human, living with the humanity of another. It doesn't matter who you're in relationship with. You're going to be called by the very nature of relationship to deal with their humanity. Do you love the idea of your partner, or do you love the reality of your partner? Tonight's topic, destroy the image, destroy the relationship. There will be people who love the idea of you but lack the maturity to handle the reality of you. The great Krishnamurti. You know I got to mention him. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. The great Krishnamurti said, the enemy is you. In the clip we played from Bruce Lee's great movie, right, Enter the Dragon, his sensei said to him, if you destroy the image, you destroy the enemy. Well, the enemy is you, as Krishnamurti said. The quote goes even longer. It says, the enemy is you, not the other. That's the same thing I say to you when I say the person that you attract into your life is the question for an answer you have carried in you since birth. Right? In what ways can the reality of your partner differ from the idea you have of them? What factors contribute to the formation of an idea about yourself and your partner? How does the idea of your partner influence your expectations of them in relationships? And when the mirror fragile image of your partner is cracked, do you lose attraction for them? Are they no longer in alignment with you because you were dating a concept, an idea, a perspective? I mean, if you ever sat your tail in therapy, they will tell you part of the healing process is the ability to shift perspective. But many of us have a perspective that our partner has to show up perfect, meaning our partner can't hurt us, shouldn't hurt us. Our partner should be our last line and first line and third line and secondary line and primary line of defense. And when they fail at delivering the outcome associated with any of those expectations, the image is now damaged. and the relationship is in peril. Tonight's topic: destroy the image, destroy the relationship. There are people who love the idea of you, but lack the spiritual maturity to handle the reality of you. Don't you want to be in a relationship with somebody that wants to be in a relationship with the whole you? All your quirks? Don't you want to be in a relationship that has an infinite storehouse of grace? Somebody say, wait a minute, if you say you should have an infinite storehouse of grace, you setting yourself up for your partner to hurt you over and over and over again, right? No, incorrect. The reason being is because all of us are works in progress from the day we're born until the day we die. Our job is to continuously evolve day by day, moment by moment. When do the lessons stop? They never do. They never stop. Well, I'm tired of the lessons. You know why? Because you're resistant to them. When was the last time you embraced a lesson that came into your spirit, that came into your space? Can you truly love someone if you only love the idea of them? Listen to what I'm saying tonight. Can you actually, in the moment, with clarity and purity, love someone if you only love their image? If you only love your idea of them? I'm going to tell you right now, you get in a relationship with me, chances are I'm going to let you down in some way, shape, or form. Not because I want to, not because I'm looking to hurt you, not because I want to disappoint you, but because I may not have the necessary tools in the moment that I am challenged to show up for you. Does that mean I don't care about you? Does that mean I don't love you? Does that mean I don't want to love you better? No. How can you differentiate between loving someone for who they truly are and loving the image you have created of them? Don't love your image of me, because that ain't me. If you in love with the image of me, get the hell away from me. Love me. Me, the one who strives every day. The one who looks in the mirror and says, better, man. Do better. Learn more. Be more patient with yourself and others. If you can't love him, you can't love any aspect of me. What role does spiritual maturity play in being able to handle the reality of your partner? Listen to me, man. I'm heartbroken today. I had to speak at a funeral of a friend of mine who literally made my life better. And watching his wife mourn him broke my heart, because I realized I ain't never been loved like that. It destroyed me. The poem she read, the passion in which she conveyed it. My brother, Jakeem Stewart, peace and blessings to your family. Peace and blessings to your beautiful wife, Tia. The love she poured out with grace and dignity. Listen, Jakeem was by no means a perfect man. I'm going to give you two examples. I'm in the cigar lounge. Jakeem is an Aries. He wants things done a certain kind of way. He wants things to be a certain level, right? And if he finds that it's not at a certain level, being an Aries, Jakeem could pop off. So he happened to pop off on another good friend of mine by the name of Dana. Pop off on Dana. Now him and Dana are arguing. He tells Dana, get out and don't come back. Now you got to understand something about a cigar lounge. It's a community. We like family. So you do know that I'm the resident voice of reason at the cigar lounge. So on 2 different occasions, both those brothers come to me to talk to me about the situation that they have with each other. Jakeem wasn't perfect. Eventually, Dana comes back. Right? That's one instance. Yes, Jakeem went too far. Right? Went too far. Kicked Dana out. Went too far. But here's another example of the golden spirit the brother had. It was a homeless man that frequented the lounge. And he was homeless at the time. He was struggling. He was down on his luck. And at the cigar lounge, we have something called the chairman's lounge, where the high-end chairmen get away from the regular crowd, right? That man was down on his luck. And Jakeem did something. He said, I can't let this man become fully homeless. You can stay in the chairman's lounge after the cigar lounge closes. You just got to make sure it's clean in the morning. You got to help out around the cigar lounge. You got to clean up the lounge. You got to make sure, everything is in tip-top shape. Do you know that there were members of the lounge who frowned upon that and stopped coming because another black man looked out for a black man who was down on his luck? Anwar is dead now. He died last year. But Jakeem looked out for him. I'm giving you these examples of Jakeem to say, when I sat and watched his wife say, my hero is gone. Not just my husband, my hero is gone. To me, that was an example of a woman who loved the whole human being. And she said it out of her mouth on stage. She said, by no means was my husband perfect. By no means was our relationship perfect. We got to learn how to love a human again. We got to break up with the concept that we want to love. If they line up like this, if they assure me they won't do that, if they assure me I don't get to experience this again. When I come forward, the voice of reason will get deeper into this topic. We on fire tonight.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. So, what are you doing this Friday morning? How about you come join the KBLA Delegation as we make a historic announcement and unveil our climate justice campaign for 2024. We'll be assembled for this major press conference along with LA Mayor Karen Bass, Ben Jealous, Executive Director of the Sierra Club, and a host of other public and private leaders who are joining us on this journey to justice, climate justice. We can't think of a better way to kick off the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend, linking social justice and climate justice. So, come join us this Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. at the beautiful MLK Memorial Tree Grove at the top of Kenneth Hahn Park off La Cienega. Once again, that's this Friday morning, January 12th at 10:30 a.m. as we take on the task of elevating the climate conversation by amplifying the voices of those who are most impacted by the climate catastrophes we are all witnessing in real time. KBLA Delegation, we hope to see you this Friday morning at KBLA Talk 1580. Climate is king. Climate is king. Climate is king. Climate is king. Climate is king.
Do you have both Medi-Cal and Medicare?
If so, the new LA Care plan called Medicare Plus can help you get the most out of your health plan for $0.
LA Care provides personalized service to Angelinos like us.
Plus, it gives us access to doctors and specialists across Los Angeles County.
For zero cost, we get access to full benefits.
From vision coverage,
In-home support services,
to prescription drug coverage,
and a quarterly over-the-counter allowance,
plus personal equipment,
meal programs,
a gym membership,
and so much more.
For more than 25 years,
LA Care has provided Angelenos with access to quality health care at an affordable cost.
For our families,
our seniors,
our community,
it's a plus.
It's a plus
for all of us.
KBLA Talk 1580 is the exclusive media sponsor of this light of ours, activist photographers of the Civil Rights Movement. A dynamic new exhibition on view now at the Skirball Cultural Center in Los Angeles. This light of ours showcases more than 150 photos taken by movement insiders from diverse backgrounds that reveal the vital work undertaken by a broad coalition of organizers and everyday people whose collective action changed America. This light of ours is one of 3 temporary exhibitions currently on view at the Skirball, which together explore issues related to civil rights, immigration, and pluralism. Tickets and more information for all 3 exhibitions are available at skirball.org. That's skirball.org. SKIRBALL.org.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
How and for how long should you get to know someone? How to set a foundation? Oh well, you know, there's no simple answer to that. I think that you should know someone well enough so that you know if you can negotiate with them, and so that you have started to formulate a vision of your joint future that you can both look forward to with enthusiasm and confidence. And of course, that's going to depend to some degree on your level of maturity, but that means you've considered such things as, do you have a sufficient number of joint interests, and are you oriented in the same direction with regards to how you're going to handle your joint careers and the possibility of children and the manner in which you're going to interact with your in-laws. And you have to start considering your life together from the perspective of practicality and economics, I would say. So it can't just be that massive erotic attraction that's associated with love. Although I think that's extraordinarily important, and you're unbelievably fortunate if you have that, and you should do everything you can to maintain it. And that takes effort. That takes real effort and will. But you need to ally that with maturity and intelligence. And the maturity and intelligence is, okay, we're going to put our lives together. What's that going to look like at the level of detail? How are we going to handle our finances? Where are we going to live? What are our joint plans going to be, etc. If you want to set up a household with someone, then there's a lot of things that you need to get straight, and you either do that by bringing your unconscious assumptions to bear on the situation and perhaps clashing where they don't match, or you sit down like a conscious and aware and articulate couple and start to negotiate what your joint responsibilities are going to be. And so that would be, well, who's responsible for the meals and when, and what are you going to eat, and who's going to get groceries, and who's going to pay the bills, and who's going to do which part of what household chores there are to do and how is that going to be laid out fair. And so you should get to know the person that you're with well enough so that you can start discussing the real practical issues of life and determine whether or not you're capable of negotiating that. And I don't think that necessarily means that you should live together, because the evidence is...
What are some of the practices or rituals that can help you stay connected to the essence of yourself and your partner beyond the surface level image? How can you continuously evolve and grow together as a couple, embracing both the idea and the reality of each other? Can I tell you, everybody gonna let somebody down. Everybody gonna let each other down. Everybody gonna hurt each other. Everybody gonna disappoint each other. But it comes back to value. You don't value them? I'm not talking about a relationship with a sociopath or a psychopath. I'm not talking about a relationship with somebody that's seeking to abuse you financially, emotional. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a human being that is prone to hurt you. They love you, but they're gonna hurt you. How do you value them? How do you forgive them? How do you put your image of them aside and allow them to be human in your presence? How can you encourage and inspire each other to embrace authenticity and vulnerability at the same time in the relationship? How can you navigate the societal pressures and expectations that contribute to the formation of an idealized image of your partner? We know you got one of yourself. One of the coldest idealizations is, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm okay. No, you're not. And you haven't been. That's a whole mask. Whenever you're, I'm all right. I'm good. I know that's everybody. But you can't be that way in a relationship. Vulnerability asks you to reveal when you're not okay. It just tore me to pieces to see somebody love like that. And it made me look at myself and say, man, you've been living your whole life without that kind of love. When we come forward, callers from all over the nation.
Roll with me tonight for old time's sake. Ooh, girl, I'm gonna love you real good. Come on, let me do it now. You know I could.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. It appears fewer migrants from Texas and Louisiana are being dropped off at New Jersey Transit train stations for a train ticket into New York. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy tells Fox 5 that in the last couple of days, the frequency of bus drop-offs has decreased dramatically. This comes after Phil Murphy demanded the charter bus companies carrying migrants from the southern border give at least 32 hours notice. Black New York City Mayor Eric Adams says Texas Governor Greg Abbott started using New Jersey as a workaround to a new city rule requiring notice and limiting the time migrant buses can arrive at Port Authority bus terminals. Angela Bassett and Mel Brooks accepted honorary Oscars at the annual Governor's Award. Bassett paid tribute to the 10 black women who have won Oscars and expressed hope that there will be more opportunities for people of color moving forward. The 97-year-old Brooks was honored for a lifetime in the business going back to the 1950s. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
So, what are you doing this Friday morning? How about you come join the KBLA delegation as we make a historic announcement and unveil our climate justice campaign for 2024. We'll be assembled for this major press conference along with LA Mayor Karen Bass, Ben Jealous, Executive Director of the Sierra Club, and a host of other public and private leaders who are joining us on this journey to justice, climate justice. We can't think of a better way to kick off the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend, linking social justice and climate justice. So, come join us this Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. at the beautiful MLK Memorial Tree Grove at the top of Kenneth Hahn Park off La Cienega. Once again, that's this Friday morning, January 12th at 10:30 a.m. as we take on the task of elevating the climate conversation by amplifying the voices of those who are most impacted by the climate catastrophes we are all witnessing in real time. KBLA Delegation, we hope to see you this Friday morning at KBLA Talk 1580. Climate is king. 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 KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA reminds you that when we fight, we win, and we don't black down. LA Community Action Network, or LA CAN, was formed in 1999 when 25 residents of downtown LA came together and acknowledged the problems that existed in their community and made a commitment to do something about those problems, to stand together, organize, and become a force in the community that demands change. Civil rights and preventing the criminalization of poverty are their core projects. In addition, they take on women's rights, the human right to housing, and healthy food access. LA CAN also has projects focused on economic development, civic participation, voter engagement, and community media. While downtown LA remains their home base, with a particular emphasis on the Skid Row community, in 2007 they expanded their housing and healthy food access work into South Central Los Angeles. LA CAN believes that power for low-income people and people of color is achieved through a large, active, and well-informed member base that utilizes a multitude of methods to advance their messages and goals. If you'd like to join the Los Angeles Community Action Network and organize people to fight back against oppression, please visit cangress.org. That's cangress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus, plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera Ian Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera Ian program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera Ian Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriCanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriCanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation, and if the I said really was bold, I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her drama, she too defensive to listen. I'll call so. Looking at, I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the mention Siri. Dana was hogging up the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy, plus the time zone difference don't make it more easy. Oh, so I figured I'd call in early, turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, yeah. The show. So just lay back your mind, something new. Everybody tuning in to soul, cause he is the reason, yeah.
When you are actually ready to know who someone is and to sort through that, I don't mean sort through if they bring you immense trauma and toxicity and all of that's not your job to sort through that, but I mean to you know, that gradual illuminating of who we are that happens when you actually take time with someone to get to know them and they get to know you. And you know, sometimes there are things where you're like, don't love that. Don't love that. But you see that the raw materials that they have are actually very, very good. They're quite beautiful. Again, I'm not saying there's a giant red flag that gets thrown up, but you say, but they're really attractive and we have great chemistry. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you can see that someone's, who they are as a human being and the kind of teammate they would be is really solid. And then it's the business of knowing what you're willing to make peace with. And of course, we tend to forget this. Someone else is going to have to make peace with certain parts of us, right? We don't come perfect. A friend of mine in London went through the thing, you know, where his mum, he kept leaving relationships over and over and over again, and his mum said to him, you know, what's going on? He said, I feel like, you know, there's always something better. There's always, there's more. I shouldn't have to settle. I could get everything in one person. And she said, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you're not perfect. What you're asking for right now, you're not bringing.
Woo. Woo.
And so I think that when people fall in love too quickly, I often think they're not ready. And when people never fall in love, I often think they're not ready. Both can be true. Because if we never like anybody, it's almost, we're discounting people all the time on things that we perhaps shouldn't be discounting them on. Assuming we're in the dating game, you know, if we're meeting one person a year, then everybody isn't a great sample group.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR is on complete fire tonight. KBLA Talk 1580. We live from Leimert Park. In today's society, the allure of an idealized image often overshadows the importance of embracing the reality of our significant others. The concept of destroy the image, destroy the relationship, highlights the significance of bridging the gap between the idea and reality of our partners. On tonight's topic, on tonight's show, We aim to explore strategies for cultivating genuine connections, navigating challenges, and fostering personal growth for both people in the relationship by addressing the questions Zoe Williams has posed. We can develop a deeper understanding of how to maintain attraction and intimacy when faced with the cracks in our partner's image. Here we go. We got callers from all over the country. We got Mountain View, Hawaii. We got Austin, Texas. We got Houston, Texas. We got Omaha, Nebraska. Who's been on the longest? Omaha, get in here.
What's up, my brother?
What's happening, bro? What are your thoughts on tonight's
Hey,
topic?
Joe, first of all, my condolences to all what you're going through, man. I suggest that you take a vacation, bro. Go to Florida, get in the ocean for a week, man, because there's some heavy stuff that I lose those brothers of yours.
Man,
I know that feeling.
And it gets even worse, brother, because next week is Dr. Mark Goulston. I got to go to Dr. Mark Goulston's funeral.
You do because what y'all did, man, I was shocked, man, because I'm a bastard. I was by myself on Christmas, and you had him on your show, bro. And I was like, whoa, on Christmas? You just gonna do a show?
Yeah.
And the way he talked to you, bro, and the way y'all changed things, man, did that brother know what was going on? Because he said some deep stuff, and he opened up his soul right there to you and Sarah, and I was like, wow, that's deep. You know what I mean? And then the next week that happened, man, the universe, did y'all set that up? Did you know? Because the universe allow you to have that brother on your show on Christmas, bro? I'm like, dang, man, how did that?
Oh, you talking about Dr. Alan Berger. He's still alive. That's my good friend as well. But that was a powerful show, and we needed to do that show for people that were struggling during the holiday season.
Yeah. Oh, my bad, but I just said that show was just so touching, bro. But back to what you were saying, I'm done, man, because I came in, champion of the world, Homer Crawford, so ready to knock somebody out, and that last guy you had on just killed my whole argument, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say none of that. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready, man. And, man, like you said, man, you do all the certain things, check all the boxes, not necessarily check all the boxes, but the universal boxes in your spirit, but yet, and still, you don't feel or I don't feel that I'm good enough or she's good enough to be in a relationship for the rest of my life with. I don't know how to get past that in my head that this is supposed to be forever when I don't feel like I'm a forever guy. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't feel that, but I feel like all that other stuff is cool, but I can't explain it, man.
Well, brother,
let
me just say this, man. I love you and I appreciate you for calling and sharing. Guess what you just did?
Brought Omaha in the building.
Omaha, Nebraska, home of Bud Crawford. Y'all know what it is. If you want to get involved, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. Let's get Attila from Houston, Texas. Get in here.
Uncle Zoe, what's up?
What's happening?
How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying I'm all right. But,
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I feel it. No, okay. So how do I make this as quick as possible? So destroying the image destroys your relationship with that person. So why not let that reignite your relationship with yourself?
Go deeper. Go deeper.
Because as someone who has dealt with codependency and enmeshment, anytime I was in a relationship that was focused on the image, there was, I think, a part of me that was either numb or dead. I'm going to be completely honest. So if the relationship failed, that was my time. Not if. When the relationship failed, that's my time to spark a new relationship with myself and figure out, what was going on. And I think the reason why these things are so hard is because we're spiritual beings having a human experience, right? As they say. So if my relationship or my ideal relationship is in the spiritual realm, then the reality, you have to kind of try and figure out how to mesh that, how to put that together, right? And as far as being ready, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Mm-hmm.
So if your lesson is there, is there ever a such thing as being ready? Does that even exist? What is ready? Like, what is readiness?
What is ready?
What is that? I don't even know what that is. Like, if I'm being completely honest, what does it mean to even fully be ready? Because each person is coming with something for you to learn and glean and take something from the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I be ready for something that I didn't study for? Like, I can't be ready for a test that I didn't have a test, something to prep for. That doesn't even make sense.
Right. It's like that old saying, you want to make God laugh, show him your plans.
Come on now. Come on now. I say destroy the image. I'm all for destroying the image.
I love it.
And I say that as someone who, for me, like, having an image is easier because I'm a teacher, and teachers are nothing but actors.
Ooh, that's a whole nother topic. Don't make us get into that. Can we go there? What? Say it. Just give me 30 seconds of some of that. Teachers are actors. Give me some of that, please.
Yeah, teachers are actors. You go up there, you perform your set. We're actors. We're salespeople. We sell ourselves to our students. You have to essentially prove it is your stage for showing that you know what you know and you are who you are, even if that's not true. So if I walk into the classroom, and I've been out of the classroom since 2020, but when I used to walk into the classroom having had the most horrible day ever, the show must go on. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? The show got to go on. It doesn't stop just because I'm not feeling well. And so I think in a sense, we take that same thing with our relationships, at least again, within that first 3-month period, you're still performing. And at some point you get tired.
Heavy stuff. Attila, you done put a lot on our brain. So you know what I'm about to ask you, right?
Nope.
What did you just do, Attila?
I got Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas in the building. You know I'm waiting for Los Angeles. L.A., you are the golden city. Come on, L.A., city of angels. Show up big time. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, I'm going to the rest of the nation.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
There are many things to love about winter. Cozy sweaters, celebrations, and family time. But winter can also bring many stressors, extra expenses, seasonal bugs, and so much family time. If you and your loved ones are feeling stressed or anxious this winter, CalHope can help. Check out our free mental health resource at calhope.org today.
What's up? I'm Danelle Riley, FAMU alumni and creator of the HBCU Culture Shop. I am so proud of my new partnership with Black Beyond Measure and Target. They help me elevate community pride with my HBCU designs and continue to support Black creators and entrepreneurs with Target HBCU challenges, scholarship programs, and campus collaborations. Let's come together this homecoming season and beyond. Shop my brand and discover other Black-owned products at target.com/blackbeyondmeasure.
I tried to quit smoking cigarettes probably hundreds of times over the years. 2 or 3 days into quitting again, I go get into a vehicle and guess what? There's a pack of cigarettes in there. I mean, I've got the unlit cigarette in my hand. And I said to myself, why do I even try to quit if I'm going to cave so easily every time? Something clicked in my head that told me I can do this.
Every attempt is part of your story to quit for good. Visit Kick It California today at kickitca.org.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
For all of us, this generation and the next, there is simply no place in our lives for litter. And yet, it's everywhere we look, and unfortunately, it does belong to all of us. So let's come together and create a litter-free, clean California once and for all. Remember to properly dispose of your trash and recycling. Secure truckloads with tarps to keep debris from flying out. Clean out your car when you're at the gas station. Take pride in your community by organizing a cleanup event or join a cleanup event near you. Zero litter is the goal. Join us at cleanca.com. That's cleanca.com. Let's do it together. Brought to you by Caltrans. cleanca.com.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, 1988 is the year. Boy, Karen White was on fire. Produced by, of course, LaFace, Babyface. Woo, Karen White, slow down. Go back to that 88 album. She was the girl back then. My playlist is my co-host. Tonight's topic, destroy the image, destroy the relationship. We're on absolute fire tonight. We got callers from all over the country, and we're talking about how many of us are in love with the idea of our partner, but not the reality of them. We have to learn how to bridge the gap. To bridge the gap between the idea and reality of our partner, communication is key. Open and honest dialogue allows for expressions, for the expression of our true selves. By actively listening and sharing vulnerabilities, we create an environment that encourages authenticity and fosters emotional connection. Then you have to learn how to communicate authenticity. To communicate our true selves to our partners, we must first embrace our own authenticity. This involves self-reflection, understanding our values, desires, and most importantly, fears. By sharing these aspects of ourselves, we invite our partner to do the same, fostering a deeper connection built on trust and understanding. Then we have to deal with the challenges that comes with our image being fractured or cracked. And usually that happens when our humanity shows up. We lie, we cheat, we yell, we get angry, we disrespect in the heat of the moment. The image begins to crack under those types of pressures. So when the social and professional image of our partner starts to crack, it can pose challenges within a relationship. External pressures such as societal expectations or judgment may influence our partner's perception of us as well as our perception of ourselves. It is crucial to recognize that the image is not the entirety of who they are and to separate it from their essence. We got callers on the line, and I believe they want to share who's been on the longest. Reggie, Austin, Texas, get in here.
What's up, man? Man, I wish I had heard what you just said before I called. What I was calling about is you have an image of a person because of what you experienced with them. because of the way you've seen them act in certain situations and over a period of time. And you've seen them do some really great things. And if they ever come with things that aren't as great or things that are really mundane, you're like, okay, what's going on with this person? Mm-hmm. And you just want them to be the best version of themselves. So how do you communicate that without being demeaning and without, withholding grace from them? Definitely you have grace. You're not going to walk away, but you're like, okay, I know you can do better than this. Like, what's going on? You see what I'm saying?
But I hear how you frame that, and that's cool. And this is something I struggle with, man, because when I feel like people don't respect the peace process, the peace process, when we decide to sit down and really work on something and try to heal a situation, if people are resistant, they stay in the past, they stay rooted in their belief systems of the past, to me, that's you not trying to heal. So when that happens, you're right. That's when the tone starts to raise. We get angry. We start, the way we talk gets, gets more crisp and sharp, right? Because now we're starting to lose patience with the person. And I was going to say, and that's why I said this is a struggle for me. I have to learn how to speak with grace in my mouth. Do you understand?
Yeah.
A sister.
That makes sense.
Now, let me tell you something, man. A sister who is a spiritual worker, African spiritualist that I talk to on a regular. You know what she told me one day? She said, I want you to go to Popeye's Chicken. I said, why Popeye's Chicken in particular? Why Popeye's Chicken? She said, because they got them honey packets. She said, I need you to go to Popeye's Chicken and get a handful of honey packets and put them in all your pockets. I said, what? She said, yeah, because whenever you get ready to talk to somebody, I want you to take out one of them packets and put some honey in your mouth, because you got to learn how to sweeten your words. That's an African belief system. Oshun, the mother of sweetness, she said, you got to keep Oshun in your mouth. You need some honey packets. I said, what in the world? So I understand what you're saying. Listen, stay with me, Reggie, because I know you got more. When we come forward, more from Austin, Texas.
Say that I love you, but you won't.